I think what I'd say here is that denomination can be important, and we should think kind of the challenge of denominations and which kind of church you go to actually in a way is good, because it encourages us to really think about our faith. It encourages us to say, actually, what do we believe about God? Because if Christianity is fundamentally about a relationship, then it's not just, in most relationships, we don't just spend time worshiping each other. Well, most people don't. Maybe you guys do. I don't spend time worshiping my friends, and even if I did, it wouldn't be the only thing I do. I'd also get to know them. And so the kind of difference between denominations in a way is great, because it encourages us to ask questions about God, to get to know him better, and to really think, what do we believe about God? How has he revealed himself to us? Now, the question of salvation is something that the Bible, in some sense, is quite clear about. The Bible doesn't say you need to be a Protestant. It doesn't say you need to be a Catholic. It doesn't say you need to be Eastern Orthodox, which people weren't asking as much. It says, if you believe in your heart and declare with your mouth that Jesus Christ is Lord, then you will be saved. And that's as simple as it gets. And so the question of, this kind of denominations, and the question of, which church am I in the right church? Actually, the Bible, in a sense, is quite clear. It says if you put Jesus at the center, and this is the whole story of the Bible, it's about who you put at the center of your heart, or what you put at the center of your heart. And that doesn't have to necessarily be another person. It doesn't necessarily have to be another God. Many of us put money at the center of our hearts. Many of us put our relationships or our family or sex or anything else at the center of our hearts, and we build our lives around it, and then we evaluate other people in those terms. We say, if money's at the center of my heart, how much is another person worth? And then they think money will make me happy, and if I don't get money, then I'll be upset and I'll be crushed. What the Christian story says is actually the only thing that will fulfill you when you get it, and that will forgive you when you don't get it, is Jesus. Jesus will fulfill you when you find him, and he will forgive you when you fail him. And nothing else we can build our lives around does that. And so the Christian story says, put Jesus at the center of your heart. That is the important thing to God. He looks at the heart. He doesn't look at outward displays. He enjoys worship, absolutely. He loves it when we worship him. He loves it when we worship him vocally and openly in public. But the question for God is not, what is your religious affiliation in a kind of really detailed sense? Which church do you go to? It's who do you put at the center of your heart? Is it something else, or is it Jesus? And actually, within Protestant theology, there's nothing saying Catholics don't go to heaven. Protestants say if you believe in Jesus and have him first in your heart, you will go to heaven. And within Catholic theology even, it's generally more stricter, but even in Catholic theology, it says if you have perfect contrition, which means you're perfectly sorry for the sin or perfectly sorry for the wrong things you've done in your heart, you can go to heaven as well. So even within Catholic theology, there is the possibility that Protestants can go to heaven. So no side absolutely says you can't go to heaven if you're on the wrong team. What they both say is put Jesus at the center of your life, build your life around him, and that's what heaven is. It's not like an exam to get into heaven. What heaven is building your life around Jesus and finding that he changes you and he loves you and you experience that love and joy. And that's just what heaven is. It's not about a race to get there. It's not about an exam to get there. It's just about being in relationship with him, and putting him at the center of your life is the best way to do that.